Sit still, you weirdos. Okay. No, I didn't say, okay, let's go. I said, okay, just, okay. Okay, this is the Dog Walk Chronicles. Sit down. This is the Dog Walk Chronicles. Today is November 25th, Saturday after, oops. You just saw behind the door of the Wizard of Oz that many people just saw over the weekend. It was available multiple times. So anyway, today is the feast of St. Catherine of Alexandria. This is an apocryphal. I'm not quite understanding what's going on here. So I think there may be some embellishment, there may not, but there definitely was a Catherine of Alexandria who was of nobility and who was very smart and who was martyred for her faith. So that's the part that I'm sure of. Other than that, let's just read what we heard today. She was born in nobility. She was learned in science and oratory. She converted to Christianity after receiving a vision. At 18, she offered to debate pagan philosophers. When she did, many of them were converted and they were immediately martyred. This was around the 300 and 305 in that time frame. So it was the persecutions of Maximus, I believe. Interesting sidebar, I would say, is that the Christians were martyred for their faith, refusing to renounce it, while today we have Christians but primarily our issue today is the Israelis being killed by Islam is by Muslims. So the Muslims kill for their faith. The Christians, the Jews die. Well, okay, slightly different thing here, but what I'm getting at is we think of our God as Father, a loving Father. They think of their God, who they claim is the same God as ours. They think of him as a king and a slave owner and a master. And so, you know, generally speaking, your slave owner, your master, doesn't love you. So, yeah, Christians die for their faith and Muslims kill for their faith. So, just saying, just saying. This St. Catherine, the Empress and the leader of the army heard about her and her teachings, and they went to see her in prison. They were immediately converted, became Christian, and they were martyred. Maximus said put her on the wheel, which was a torture. I think it was to break the entire body. The wheel broke as soon as it got destroyed, as soon as it touched her body. And she was immediately beheaded, and her body was whisked away by angels. She was very popular during the Middle Ages. She was reported to be a divine advisor to St. Joan of Arc. She had a reputation for learning and wisdom. Hence, she's the patron saint of libraries, librarians, teachers, and archivists. Due to her debating skill and pervasive language, she's also patron of lawyers. And due to her torture on the wheel, she is also an intercessor to tire mechanics and people that work with wheels and tires. She's one of the 14 holy helpers. Look that up. They are 14 different saints, not exactly your most popular name, your most recognizable names, who help you with adversity and I think afflictions. And so today, let's ask St. Catherine of Alexandria to pray, to give wisdom to women today who are voting to vote against abortion, to give wisdom to women today who seem to push for abortion, and also give wisdom to future mothers and mothers on how to raise their children, because children are the citizens of tomorrow of any country. Your country really is only as strong as the women raising the children who will be the next generation of your country. And right now, the United States, who has turned away from God for a large percentage of the population, has all kinds of bizarre notions, because the morality, if you think you're God and what you say is truth rather than what actually is truth, and if you think you're the boss rather than God, then of course things are going to go astray, which is where we are. So let's ask St. Catherine and all the lady saints we talked about last week, St. Agnes, I want to say, I kept forgetting her name, Catherine of Hungary, St. Gertrude the Great, and all the rest to pray for us. And you remember to pray for the souls in purgatory. What are you going to do? Tell me. Let's say you catch the fox. Now what do you do? What are you going to do? I have to let the dog loose to get you saved? So do that. Pray for the souls in purgatory and ask the saints to pray for us. My gosh, we need wisdom and we need counsel today. As much as any other time. More.